Good day. This is the Steppin Razor, the art of war. We're doing next Thursday. You just listen to Mr. P. I talk about the elements. And me I tell you, say the elements dip away in Jamaica, yeah. Trust me, man. Last night I feel like I was in England, man. As a matter of fact, the studio, which is usually cold, I was wondering if it's the heater was on when I went outside. Because the studio was much warmer than outside, man. It's something else. I wonder what is taking place. I mean, really. And then we hear that in the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, yes, I was the first earthquake did lick Puerto Rico. Them say 500 lick them get since that, you know. 500 shake. You know what it has to get 500 frightened warning in less than a month? Can you imagine that? 500. You feel, maybe not the whole island I feel it, 500 of them, you know, but you have somewhere, like how sometimes you feel it, like insula you feel it, yeah, so, but forget 500 shake, you know. Trust me, I try to figure out which part I'm supposed to start go. I migrate to, if I should go over upon the mainland, which the so-called America, United States, because, trust me, man, 500 shake, I really something else that. Anyway, we say the Pompeo, Mike Pompeo, come and visit and make certain statement, and really actually, these people know how to manipulate and talk, you know, they know how to set things to make it do sound like them are set things. You know, really and truly, them know how to tell yourself, okay, you see this is what I deal with. But the most shocking thing I hear him say is that about China. I mean, that is the most shocking thing of all the statement to me. When talk about China and they must say, it's almost like you must say, we have these money that, you know, them about saying, beware of Greeks bearing gift. Well, it's like you must say that in another way. You know, you must say like, what you don't know where the money are come from, you know, I believe so it's free money. Which is true, my talk still. But we don't want Pacha Koskek to say it black. And then I should be mistake black. It's like, you don't want to feel like it's true, he must say it. It's China is really the biggest culprit of all. Because we know the policies of America over the years. And we know what America has done outside of America. You know, you hear them talk about Russia get involved in the election. You know how much government America topple, fall down, assassinate, how much leaders them assassinate and all them stuff. It's not a new thing, but the Prime Minister in a sticky position, very, very sticky position, because now he see the Caribbean leader. That is how they must see him. America me talk about. America see him as a Caribbean leader. And we just hear Trump say he want to have a signed document in terms of trade with England, given that the man in England is very pro-Trump. And we see that right now we hear talk that based upon what is going on in Jamaica and based upon what is happening in America, the two economies them is moving in a right direction. And people is praising Trump for the economy. Not feel like a madness where I go on, but they must say, look here, he move the economy from this to that. But it's the same thing we say, that people now are praise Holness for what he is doing for the economy. Till the point where we see now radio stations take all side now. Because that is something we never usually see. Well, it's not that it never did it all the while, but you have radio station who decide say them are going to do all poll to see how far oldness is in terms of leadership and strategies and all these things. And based up off a certain talk, you know, say, them taking side. Them not going to tell you them and take side, but you can listen to them and you know, say, them taking side. Nothing wrong with take a side still. You know, nothing wrong with, because me I take a side too. Yes. The side where me I take is front. Me no not with none of the two party them. That are my front. But the further, the more it go down into the year, is the more you go hear people talk about politics. And I'm going to say it again. I'm not take no side. I'm going to say it again. By Peter Phillips, trust me, we don't know where going to happen, but we have to happen. But it don't look good for that. It don't look good for that. And we are talking about roadside talk now. We are talking about official talk. It don't look good. Something have to go happen right now to turn the people in. Maybe the other Peter would have been interested because even the Prime Minister's wife start to show physical manifestation why her husband is more suited, and she was not talking about politically neither. So she talk about him can stay all 4 hours and all them something and look how him look fit. Firm. Him look firm. So we don't know if she not say the same thing, if Bunting did win. You know, cause it look like make us stand up beside him and say who look better. Them people are not easy though, but it's a serious position really now because how the system is set up here so now, it's like they are boiling. It's almost like a boiling point. Weird point it there though, a boiling point. Because we say everybody a ball out now about how them a kill off the woman them. I mean, them a kill off the man them every day. You know, it's like, it's a terrible thing that now. How them a kill the other day when them a kill the people, them people are ball out, but nothing happen. People just ball out about it. The people them who can do something different, ball out about it continuously. So here we are saying now, we have this clip to play now. Right there, where the clip I said. All right. So I could play the first clip. She put it over there, so. I could play the first clip, yeah. Play that clip there. Okay, yes.
It's tempting to accept easy money from places like China. But what good is it if it feeds corruption and undermines your rule of law? What good are those investments if, in fact, they ruin your environment and don't create jobs for your people? There's a better alternative. We all know it, and we can all achieve it together. Western firms, American firms, operate according to values proven to produce good deals and quality work, the work that we do in democracies.
Yes, clip it. Right, so that was the promotion here, that is digital promotion. When you answer, don't say hello. Say shake to win with Digicel. Okay, all right. So, we'll play back this little clip again. Okay.
It's tempting to accept easy money from places like China. But what good is it if it feeds corruption and undermines your rule of law? What good are those investments if, in fact, they ruin your environment and don't create jobs for your people? There's a better alternative. We all know it, and we can all achieve it together. Western firms, American firms, operate according to values proven to produce good deals and quality work, the work that we do in democracies.
All right. There's a question I really want to ask you now. If him say it don't provide jobs for your citizens, didn't we hear the government say it has been providing jobs for the citizens? So who must believe now? We want to believe wholeness. We don't want to believe him say it now provide jobs for it. But he must say no, we must be careful of it, and we did not tell you, say be careful too. So we want to believe him that side more than the government over there. So because really and truly the China thing have precedence. It have precedence in Asia, it have precedence in Africa. We know that, without a doubt. If you think, say, even though you hear America say, America and Jamaica are friends, no friend not there, you know, no friendship not there, not friends. You know, it's business opportunity. What can you, I wash your hand and you wash my hand. It have nothing to do with friend. You know, see, the whole if a friend them, they have a way to them invade the country them with them friend that they and murder, and assassinate them friend. Anyway, leave that. We see that the Trump are bringing some new restrictions, resident visa, and also what them call them citizens. Yeah, Trump say, well, one of the things what them are bringing is that if you have a family in America, this is weird, man. If you have a family who live in America, and them have, and one of them have citizenship, and you have green card, you see, if them all one of the family for anything, well, most of terrorism them I work with still. Them about draw where your green card and draw where your other family thing, because them about say it's a matter of association. Yeah, but it don't mean that because one of your family go blow up a place. All of the family them did a planet. Yeah, but most of them don't know, you know. Most of them don't know, trust me. Because you have youth who left them yard, you know, and think say, we're gonna dance. Mama, we're gonna dance, you know. And the first to post with a real go out, them gonna go shot people. You see, but them are protect them things. Them are protect them things. We can't say nothing about protect them things. But it's kind of weird if you live in America for 30 years and you're a citizen and one of your family do something and you have your family there so and you say, oh, right, no, you're not a problem. I'm going to draw away your citizenship from you. That is another way of doing things. And then, which is the biggest thing of all me here now, the President of America, Donald Trump, is moving to withdraw a lot of the troops out of Africa, especially upon the West Coast. I think we have now them find themselves in a situation where them need troops nearer to where them call the Middle East, given the Iran threat and then the North Korea threat to and all them way there. Them are going to draw the troops them. A lot of the troops them are set to out Africa and place them somewhere else. That is really interesting, very interesting. The next thing is this one we want to play. We want to play this thing here. No complain. Where is it? Look for this thing if you say Grammy the pan it. Look for that something. We want to find the one with the Grammy. No. This is really a big thing for the entertainment industry. Them find say corruption did go on in the Grammy, how it's selected, who lose, who win, and all them things. And somebody ball out, say all racism, which we know is racism in the long time, but somebody ball out. So move on to play this thing. Go on, click it.
That firestorm rocking the Grammys. But just 3 days ago until the big show, Astro Recording Academy CEO Deborah Dugan, the first female chief, says she was pushed out after exposing sexual harassment, nomination rigging, and a toxic, quote, boys club that sidelined women and minority groups. She's standing by. You see her right there. First, Amy here with a closer look at the controversy. Good morning, Amy.
That's right. Good morning, George. The week leading up to the Grammys is typically cause for celebration. There are parties nearly every night. But the Recording Academy, which has been trying to clean up its act when it comes to diversity, is now firing back at those explosive new allegations.
And the Grammy for Album of the Year.
And the Grammy goes to?
And the Grammy goes to?
Music's most anticipated night fastly becoming music's biggest scandal. With just 3 days to go till the Grammy Awards, former Recording Academy CEO and President Deborah Dugan dropping bombshell allegations in a discrimination complaint against the Recording Academy of Arts and Sciences. calling it a boys' club that puts their financial interest above the Academy's mission. In a 46-page complaint, Dugan alleges that the voting process behind the awards is ripe with corruption, involving secret committees, which she claims push forward artists with whom they have relationships. A practice Dugan alleges last year affected artists like Ed Sheeran and Ariana Grande, who she claims both failed to get nominations for Song of the Year, in part because of favoritism and conflicts of interest. Dugan claims the board even manipulates the nominations process to ensure that certain songs or albums are nominated when the Grammys producer wants a particular song performed during the show. In the complaint, Dugan also highlighting what she calls the Grammys' long-standing struggle with gender inequality and lack of diversity when it comes to the most prestigious awards, like Album of the Year, saying those awards rarely go to R&B stars like Beyonce or Kanye West, but instead, the winners tend to be in the rock, country, and pop genres.
Can't possibly accept this award. My artist of my life is Beyonce, and this album for me, the Lemonade album, was just so monumental. Beyonce, it was so monumental.
Dugan, the Academy's first female CEO, also says she was sexually harassed by the Academy's general counsel, who categorically denies her allegations, and also accuses her predecessor, Neil Portnow, of sexually assaulting a female recording artist, allegations he says are ludicrous and untrue. The Recording Academy firing back, alleging it was Dugan who created a toxic and intolerable work environment, adding it immediately launched independent investigations to review both Ms. Dugan's potential misconduct and her subsequent allegations. Overnight, women on the executive committee of the Recording Academy calling the allegations deeply disturbing and heartbreaking, adding, "We would not have taken precious time away from our families and careers if we felt that it was a boys' club." George?
Okay, Amy, thanks very much for your join now. Bye.
Yes. So, whole heap of different angles, different things are going on, you know, and I don't know what's wrong with these people in America, in movies and music. Why you pay so much sexual scandal? What's going on? Them have so much sex scandal going around them. You know, it's either them a pedophile or them a trouble people. It go right up to the top. Right up to the top. Weird, man. Anyway, we want to read the answer to Mr. Pompeo, where we just played a while ago. The Chinese answer. The Chinese answer him, and that is today. Today them answer the answer. Yeah, so we're going to read from China fires back at USA. Embassy calls Trump troublemaker starting fires and fanning flames. So embassy called Trump troublemaker starting fire and fanning flames. Listen now. Jamaica and regional governments were warned by the United States Secretary of State Mike Pompeo yesterday to view with suspicion Chinese investments. I said they must view it with suspicion too, hinting that the cash-rich benefactors influence threatened national security in Latin America and the Caribbean. I don't know about that part there. But the Chinese embassy in Kingston fired back late yesterday, characterizing the Donald Trump administration as a trouble-seeking, cowboy-picking fights with trading. All right. The Chinese embassy fired back late yesterday, characterizing the Donald Trump administration as a trouble-seeking, cowboy-picking fights with trading partners. Its message was telegraphed to sting Washington's top diplomat in a parting shot as he left the island yesterday. For some time, it seemed that some U.S. politicians cannot go anywhere without attacking China, tarnishing China's reputation, starting fires and fanning the flames and sowing discord, the embassy massive read. They can go on talking the talk if they so wish, but we will continue walking the walk. The world will tell plainly who is stirring up trouble and who is trying to make a difference. Pompeo earlier reaffirmed America's skepticism, hostility even to China, echoed previous warnings issued that last November by United States. All right. And now I'm going to read all of this law. By United States Ambassador Daniel Tapia, that the Asian nation was, quote, a dragon with two heads. So like him, listen to me, the ambassador. Anyway, you want to know, the Prime Minister, they're between the devil and the deep blue sea. The Jamaican Prime Minister is between the devil and the deep blue sea. Because what is happening now is that Venezuela is also in the mix. And them want a vote from Jamaica and the same ones them where them bring down here, and the other Caribbean leaders them, for really go against the president of Venezuela, who them claim say them put in one and them say that one they for rule. The problem with America, and every time them get rid of one president and put in the next one, couple years down the line, the one where them put in turn against them, which is really weird. But what I know is that for really have Mr. Holness in between this now is really something else. Because what we're going to find out now, or what we're not going to find out, is what did Mike Pompeo say and do, making a deal with the Prime Minister in order to get him to swear, feed them away. Because them people always have character, you know, if you're dangling in front of people, you know. And true, you say, why right now your country has suffered and all them something, and you want to make it appear that you have done something. They make certain deal with these people, just like how Portugal go to China go make deal with the Chinese them. And they little more we know here, we should say, and they little more we here to them own hundreds of acres stretching upon the highway, they so them own it. You understand? And we don't know what else give away with all them road they will see and make. So, why I say the devil and the deep blue sea is because the Prime Minister make a deal with China, which have come from the other administration, where he have to build all of these roads where he have build one time. It's to help us alleviate the problems of returning the money that is given or making the interest on the money where we make the road them get higher. Meanwhile, America, they put him back. I don't know if in 4 hours can wriggle out tight. I don't know if in 4 hours powers can make him wriggle out tight. But Mr. Holness, I would like to be, I don't know what to say in your shoes. I don't know what to say. I would like to be in your position right now. You know, see, because the ambassador, they tell him already, you know. Him say, I'm China like a two-headed dragon. And now the bigger man than the man who did say this now. Because the other man was just the ambassador, you know. This man is like the third or maybe the fourth in command in America. It's not a little simpleton them send down here, you know. It's him come down here now and say, all right, you know, say, Donald couldn't come, you know. And the vice president is somewhere, so me have to come show you, say, watch out. Me have a friend. If you know that, and you want to know, the friend of my enemy is what? My enemy. And that I'm going to show you, you know. Say the friend of my enemy is my enemy. So it's you are my friend, and you are friend of my enemy. You start to become my enemy too. So we are we don't know. Because we're going to see what happens down the line now. Yeah, man. Feel itself. Visit shop and everybody come and shake and skill them people one another. Down the line, you're going to see the effect of these things that was discussed and what was said. Click it. Tell you, this is a Steppin razor. Next thing we'll catch the eye of the news. This week, really, the daughter of embattled Caribbean Maritime University President Dr. Steppin has taken to social media site, which is YouTube, rejecting allegations about her father now before the court and corruption charges. Okay, so
I want to come on here and really, it's just been going on for months. I've been just sitting down. We've been just watching everything unfold in the media, all the lies and a lot of things that Jamaica does not know because my father, Fritz Pinnock, has not responded to anything. And there's a lot of things that the country does not know because the media is very, very biased. No, this case that's out there about my father, I want to let the world know, right? It's politics. Let me tell you that. Politics. Fritz Pinnock is not the man that they're trying to make him out to look like. And it's just a sad, sad thing that whenever anybody tries to rise in the country, anybody tries to actually care about the young people, the development of the country, that's where they're getting a fight from. And it's ridiculous that Jamaica, it's just non-progressive. It's an evil, evil place, let me tell you that. He doesn't even know I'm doing this video, but I am just so fed up. I'm so fed up with the media. I'm so fed up with the lies, everything that's been put out there. And he has not responded once. He said, you know, Abigail, I'm going to let them think what they want to think. Let me tell you something. My father is not a thief. One thing to tell you that. His position, they provide presidents with a home, fully paid for, bills and everything. A helper. Daddy did not take any of that. Daddy said, no, that's a waste of money. He's not going to waste the school money. Let me tell you something. Taxpayers' money can't pay captains on the staff. Captains get over $5,000 per month or more. Half of the staff on there cannot be paid from taxpayers' money. So the whole thing about stealing taxpayer money is crap. Jamaica is a place of bad mind. All of this is really stemming from bad mind. Y'all want to know really what they've been trying to threaten my father with, because there's a lot of jealousy. When he started working there 2006, y'all should have gone to the school. You wouldn't even know what CMI was. Not even an AC. The place popped down. Those who went to CMI would know how far the school has reached. Now, let me tell you, if my father was a thief, it would not be where it is now. And I'm going to have him come on here and explain to you what is going on. You notice how close this is to elections? It's like there's just so many things I want to tell you guys. Black people just love to fight black people from the Maroon days, when they signed that treaty in 1739 with the British for runaway slaves, carry them back to the slave owners. You know what people have said to my father? He's making this government look too good. He's unaffiliated, neither PNP nor jail. But let me tell you something. People, they don't care about young people, and they're using the media as puppets, and you all are feeding into it. Fritz Pinnock, anybody who knows him at that school, they don't have anything bad to say about him. Half of those taxpayer money are going towards scholarships. You know, many students go there and they're on a full scholarship. They get through, they don't have money, and they make it out, and they all get jobs. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. They wanted him to work at UTEC. They wanted him to be the head of UTEC. They wanted my dad to leave CMU and go to UTEC. Y'all don't know some of the things. And you see, from that, when he said him not going over to UTEC, him staying with CMU, well, at CMI at the time, and trying with CMI to carry it somewhere, is a fact y'all don't know. Somebody even wants to buy out CMU. Half of the things I'm not even going to say to now. The amount of things that happened, the amount of funding for that school, taxpayers' money cannot buy. Have you ever seen the new FESCO? All of those things that come in, that is not from the government, my darling. Half of the things that happen, all of those students, most of them who graduated from that school can tell us that they're in good jobs, living their best lives. I'm going to tell you that. Half of the jobs that they're getting are based on my father's relationship with people in the industry. That would not have happened if Fritz Pinnock wasn't there. That man worked his off, networking, everything like that. And the way to listen of how the media want to portray him is so funny. Half of the times when Daddy goes on those trips, it's trying to get funding and people. He's saying he's a professional beggar, and that is what he has become for that school. That school never have sense. Daddy not even ask for them to raise him pay. He's supposed to have raised pay. You see that published, what them publishing the game.
Well, sister, trust me, there's so much other things them find out since you talk that it's unbelievable. Anyway, listen up, Cash Part Special Patra out next. Here's a little development come here so now. You know, it's a whole heap of man, a whole heap of woman actually, get pregnant and carry them belly, go foreign America to be precise, that them child can born in America, thus legitimizing them as Americans. Well, you know, Donald Trump come out now and say, the Trump administration is coming out, which is Thursday, which is today, with new visa restrictions, aimed at restriction what them call birth tourism. Birth tourism, in which women travel to the U.S. to give birth to their children can have a coveted U.S. passport. Visa applicants deemed by consular officers to be coming to the U.S. primarily to give birth will now be treated like other foreigners coming to the U.S. for the medical treatment according to State Department guidance sent Wednesday and viewed by the Associated Press. The applicants will have to prove they are coming for medical treatment and they have the money to pay for it. The State Department planned to publicize the rules Thursday, according to 2 officials with knowledge of the plans who spoke to the AP on the condition of anonymity. The rules will take effect Friday, which is tomorrow. The practice of traveling to the U.S. to give birth is fundamentally legal, although there are scattered cases of authorities arresting operators of birth tourism agencies for visa fraud or tax evasion, and women are often honest about their intentions when applying for visas and even show signed contracts with doctors and hospitals. So, it go on and on and on, but it's amazing. Same time I talk about arresting families who link to, not arresting, but taking with them rights as citizens of America and as green card holders. They might take with them rights. Same time now, they might talk now about really this birth, what they call it, birth tourism. It's a serious title, that, birth tourism. Click it. Yes, Steppin razor, the art of war. But some things are going on, it's not funny to write it. It's really not funny. You know, say, it's a taxi man broke a stoplight. I don't know if you hear. A taxi man broke a stoplight. And the police are waving him down to stop. And him slow down. And as the policeman come to have him lick down the policeman and driveway. I tell you. Enough criminal charge that, you know. The man licked down the police, you know, and driveway. What kind of taxi man that? Them taxi man that don't say just that. I swear that them taxi man is a different breed of people drive taxi. A policeman will stop you. And you slow down now. To give the impression and say you're going to stop. Then you know, so say the police there in front of you. And you're going to lick him. Really? No, right. If I take the policeman for football. I don't want to laugh, you know, but I don't know how the man there. Where's where the money come from? Where the money come from, Rasta? No, all me are the Lord, you know. You have to find every charge where you can find and lick him with a charge. Yeah, man, every charge. Trucking stoplight, him could have no light, him could have registration, no right. Lick the officer, assault with bodily harm, resisted arrest. The amount of charge they would have give. I mean, that charge him no money neither, you know. Because me I say what we hear. Them think they're right, Rasta. Taxi man will listen to me, trust me. Me know to say the whole hour don't see the same way, you know, but me kind of feel say the whole hour see the same way. Because me can't believe, it's like a breed, it's like a different breed of people drive taxi. And the coast of them. Me can't understand how them think. A man seeing a line. And just because you have a space between the car and in front of you, where you know say you're supposed to have a space. You're supposed to can't see the back wheel when you're when you're in a car, you know. Right? The guy them just come down on the side and just turn in upon you. And you must go up and lick up on the side of the hillside. I say, how about them brother here, Rasta? And every time it's a taxi man. Every time is a taxi man. What is this? Oh, you can't see a police. I mean, you can't say all a highway, you know. And the man up on the side, I'll stop you. I don't say, oh, I'll stop you, know. And you have space. You have space to get to it. But, really and truly, I'm going to take the shot here because I'm having this car, somebody on the other side. I then going to take the black the exit them where you come look this up. But no, Rasta, I never hear that like that in my life. I see when the taxi man just ease up on the sidewalk. The two people them on the sidewalk. It's what kind of people them that? Them can't do something. I mean, something can't do, Rasta. Something can be done to these people, man. It's a different breed of people drive taxi right now in a Jamaica. And the first time people will drive taxi and I'll come out of the car and help the woman to come in of the car and all them something there, you know. And some taxi man where him no lock off him wait name there. And him no wait till he reach out the taxi. As you put one foot in, let's say ready for drive off. No. Million times, a million words. You have a policeman named SSP Ratcliffe Lewis. Ratcliffe Lewis is no name. You see that man, the Rasta? And the best traffic police members, traffic police. I mean, like, when the man, and I say him not talk, not like how people attack, like uptown people, him attack racha. When them catch up on the road, him attack your racha. Just like how normal Jamaicans supposed to talk. And the man put the thing in our levels there. And you see, after the man gone, Rasta, everybody just gone back to the normal thing. Well, normal still. The abnormal become normal in Jamaica now. And now we see the same thing where we did hear say, them now go allow it. Loud music in the bus, nasty music in the coast of them, tinted glass, all of them things. You have some man tinted glass in the front, you know. That's supposed to be illegal, you know. That's supposed to be illegal. Because you tint the glass and it's like you look under the tint to see the road. Oh, that possible? That people do that. Oh, people do that. Yeah, no, but why you tint? But a midnight tint in my planet. Some of them have midnight tint on it. Them does tint. I mean, I say, them that's supposed to work. I mean, I don't understand if that's legal. Because a public transport, your PPV license, by your car, you're supposed to have a certain way to do things. But me I tell you, I'm afraid of them, Rasta. I'm afraid of them. I don't tell nobody no lie. I'm afraid of taxi man. Yeah, anytime I see them I come, I slow down and I just go up on the side of the road. Yes, because I tell you the truth, boy. I don't know what happen if one of them lick me. Yeah, because I have to complain. I don't want to complain to no police. What's the problem is now? They're going to lick you and not feed them car. You see? It's a policeman car. That's why they're going to lick you. You know, you try to figure out where to do now because if I'm going to lick you, you're going to something on the road and say, Bridget, so we're going to work this out now. And I'm going to go so bam. In papers not right. First now. So how that going to work out with you now to fix your car? And then you have to do without your car. Them now going to give you no car to drive meanwhile. You understand? How that work out? The man them just, all right. You see what I never drive go down the road, you know. And them see the road long, you know. Him realize, say, why him can't go down the road in time. So guess what him do now? Him just drive through a plaza. Him just drive through the plaza, you know. And you see, by the time I drive through the plaza, me I watch him I drive through the plaza and the lights say, go now, you know. You see, by the time he reach which part him never want to reach, the light go off. If him just stay on the line, he would have reached the same place. He would have reached the same place if he stay on the line. But him drive all the way in the plaza. You want to see my speed through the plaza, and I say, no, this man look like him have heard and things to rot it. And him just go so boom and come out back on the road. The traffic light it done gone through already and he would have reached which part he would have reached the same area. I don't know. Then you have the people them that walk on the road. Boy, I don't know. Something wrong. The people them a walk on the road half a tree. Them have a crossing where you're supposed to look on. The people them supposed to cross in that. This when you drive come along half a tree road. Before you reach the crossing, you know, a whole heap of people just run cross. Whoops. And you say, what is? You see, by the time now you go so whoops, I'm pretty sure you got to move again. Everybody you see I walk across the road, like them I got some session, and I walk across the road. You see, by the time you turn round the corner, there's a right half a tree, there's so now. I saw that, I will road the name again, to come back up and hold up road, so. You see, the next set of people have moved from over Mandela Park, so I walk across this again. You have to stop again. You see, if you try to clear them, someone just look on you like, hey, you have your big car, you know, someone will walk across the road. So you say, it's what it is. You're supposed to walk in pedestrian crossing. Every time you know that. You know, me know that the hard way. Hard way. Me there San Francisco already. And somebody say, Mutabaruka, wait, where you deal with? And him say, come here now, a long time I don't see you. Ratted, me run across the road. Me say, whoop, whoop, whoop. When me look, policeman, him say, where you from? And the man angle me a weird after that. I start getting nervous now. Because I say, if I go charge me, them, okay, I go to jail. I say, I go pay, I say, this and this and that. He say, where you from? I'm telling him, I say, they don't have jaywalking laws in your country? I said, no, sir. They don't have jaywalking laws. I've never heard of jaywalking laws in my country at all. He said, well, look here, there's the pedestrian crossing, you're not supposed to cross up here. Now, look here, I'm going to let you up this time, we don't let it happen again. I said, thank you, sir. God. Jaywalking, you don't have that in Jamaica at all. Because if somebody across, anywhere them want to cross, I just let them cross. Look here how wide the street is. Them just start to cross. Yeah, them just cross and you have to just draw a sudden break. And then from them move now, and you go to come and see say him cross, you know, say man take the chance to cross before everything is now you go down, you have to stop again. By the time you reach down half a tree, right at the Mandela Park there, so you know how much people you make cross? All 100 people, literally 100 people, you know. You ever see when I go cross the road, man, it look like an army, a swarm. Everybody just walk across with no when it said stop now, everybody I try to make it before the things say stop now. So I mean say stop over them at time. Because if I can't make it over before that, they click me down. Move. Yeah, click it. I'm gonna fix me about, but you know. This Grammy thing also now. Are we searching for the best album of the year, or are we searching for the person who have the most hype for the year? Really, because obviously Jamaican people who now voting at something, it's like them I say, them better make sure win, you know, coffee win, you know. It's like them who you cheer for in that Grammy? Tell me. You may talk, man. Watch out. Coffee. I see that everybody, all right, me not say coffee, you know, because I don't think the coffee album is the best album for the year. It's not even the album neither. Because you have albums in there where well put together and musically and otherwise. But Coffee is like amazing. She's amazing. As a matter of fact, if she win, I think would that be the first reggae female artist. I know everybody up to this female thing, You know them there. So, but I don't think it's the best album out of the lot. I don't think so. It's just amazing and exciting thing for her to win. But if you get right down to it to be the best album of the year, I don't see it. You know, I'm still I say third world. I mean, me's one out of 10 million, 20 million where I say Coffee. And me love Coffee musically and otherwise and what she do still. And it sweet me. You know, and if she win, I'd be glad too. But put it up in the right perspective. The right perspective is the right perspective, but Jamaica no business about the right perspective. Just like how they have no business about if the taxi man drive fast with them. And some of the people them at the car change the taxi man too, you know. Driver, go around the man, go around. Things are easy. Driver, you don't go around the man. You say, work me, I go. They was for all the taxi man. I have some advertisement on the radio and say, Lord driver, let me out. You think nobody about it, but what woman, the ball let me out and the people that can't start cussing. Yeah, the people that can't start cussing. Hey, woman, what you talking about? I start telling her I start a bad one and all of it. The woman gets scared because she said she have an experience. She have a terrible experience with this, you know. So when you see the man that do this now, it build up that in her. Man, you know, people them now give her a chance to express herself by themselves. Hey, woman, shut your mouth where you talk about. Let you out where. You go play? You go play? You not go play a long time. Well, boy, I tell you, say, we left Rebel Salute and go and play a little theater. It named Once a Man, Twice a Wife. Trust me. It's funny, that joke, but it's funny. Once a man, twice a wife. But no way I can't joke now, but I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means, though. It's a man where him have him wife and the wife hang him away. And the maid and the wife get on and the maid and the man get on. But the wife claims that she find man a married while she gone. So the wife, the maid now decides she's going to take over the house and play the wifey in the house. So the two of them are going like them a wife and husband in the house. The wife come back, say the man which she got to turn out to be a terrible and a wicked man. And then she come back and say she look somewhere for stay until her. So the maid woman know I said not a rat like that. This is the woman house that talks like that. But she done gone already, left her husband from her. The woman said, no sir, come, I'm going to help her find somewhere. The man decides I'm going to put on him foot, man. He said, look you know, me is the man in this house and me own the house. So you know, you see the whole time wife, she never sleep over that room. And you see me and you who is the real, is the maid now, who is now him woman now, the two of them must go over that room. I don't know why you go over that room and I don't know why she go over that room. It's him put on him foot, you know. It's a nice play, I like it. As long time you not go to play, as long time you not go to play it, but me enjoy it. Once a man, twice a wife. It's funny, man. The brother named Basil Dawkins, him can't come up with some things. He can't come up with some things. Anyway, maybe catch them out already, but it's amazing that China now report that them have a disease where hit the country, and there is a town where them say there, it must be about 11 million people, where them say nobody can come out or come in and that. 11, that's 3 times the population of Jamaica, you know. Can you imagine? No one out or in. You can just imagine if you tell people in Kingston, say, you can't come out of Kingston or you can't go in Kingston. That will really be something else. You can't Jamaica though. What? I say, hey, what am I talking about? Anyway, it's a serious thing because a whole heap of people dead from it already. And them say up to today, twice the amount when they dead day before yesterday, dead today. In a China. Now, the thing with it is that a whole heap of people have got Chinese regular. Yeah, them have got Chinese regular, China regular. So, I don't know how that going to work out now when them coming back into Jamaica, because if we are come from Africa and we're at the airport where we tell them so we are come from Africa, then drive over the other side and I give a card and all them something there. You know, I mean I say, well, this come like it really worse than the dengue. We are going this now in China. And you know, so like how we say near to China now, anything can happen now. But we have to watch it. We have to watch it because trust me, we don't want dengue. We don't want. What your name? My name, eh? Coronavirus. We don't want a coronavirus. Taxi man. I mean, gunman, politician. Boy, the most of things we have to face. We can't take it. Yes, we're in the next studio, you know. I would say this is something that we have been waiting for from last week, but we get sell Olo. I never know police sell people Olo still, but so it go. We are here with the Commissioner of Police, Anthony Anderson. And we really want to just talk to him about the police force, the ways for the police, the way forward and these things. But before I start, I want to ask you permission to talk to you or me talk to my brethren them. Because I can't keep up with the protocol to say I must talk to you with all these languages and things. So, and I don't want to come and say, oh, me I talk to the commissioner them. So I have the permission to talk to you like what I talk to my brethren them.
Just like you talk to your brethren.
All right. That don't mean some of brethren no, but we don't say.
So you're a brethren.
I joke.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So first thing I want to ask you, as an old JDF man, how you make the transition from soldier to police?
Yeah, well, remember, both organizations recruit really the same type of person, same young men and women who are looking for adventure and really the office kind of thing, want to do something for the country, kind of all see that as their way to protect other people as their vocation in life. And so
it wasn't hard.
No, it's not that hard. So, and plus, throughout your career, you work closely with the police all throughout my career.
So why I like you say, when the people them say them should have bring the soldier them on the road, them I say the soldier them don't have that kind of training. It take long to train a soldier to do police on the road.
So remember, the soldiers who assist the police force are doing limited form of policing. In other words, they're dealing with mainly situations of high violence and going to places where they're providing cover for the police so that they can police. Or in a situation where you have like emergency measures, they can operate somewhat on their own, but it's a limited form. They know all the laws of Jamaica, but understand how to effect certain types of arrests and all of that.
How long does that take to know that? Because we hear say the crime critical, everybody say the crime critical. So,
so to train a police officer takes 2 years.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so they do...
that?
No, that is a start point in it. That's when you're confirmed as a constable after 2 years. So
take long for that.
No. I mean, to train, you pretty much train a soldier in less time than that.
Okay.
But remember, when a soldier leaves training, they always work under supervision. Yeah. Always. A police officer has to be able to function on his own. As a matter of fact, a police officer who is off duty and sees something happening is obligated to get involved. Right? I'm not so he has to know the law. He has to know it's a complex thing for a police officer.
You think so? We really need a Jamaica Defense Force?
I think we need both. The circle.
Cuba not going to invade it.
Just that.
Tell me why.
So remember, on the defense force side, you're talking about, as a country, we have interest going 250 miles south of Jamaica. So that is really blue water, normally where you find the Coast Guard operating. So that is a defense force road. If you look at how a lot of, or probably the majority of flying that the air wing of the JDF does is really to take injured persons across the country, support joint police military operations, to do search and rescue, all of these things. So we have what we call Kingston Flight Information Region, which is a large area. Most flights going north-south, south-north fly over Jamaica, and we control that traffic. In order to have that, you have to have search and rescue capability.
And the JDF and the police force could not be trained to do that?
Well, those are not normal police functions.
No, I know, but
anywhere.
But given that the JDF is almost dormant in a situation where the crime involved in it. And we need more police.
So what I'm saying is, the way circumstances are, we don't need to talk about one or the other. We need to talk about
two of them.
Because each one has to do his job very well. Remember, the police force deals with a lot of process. Because ultimately you're making cases, you're carrying people to court, you're talking about public safety issues and that sort of thing. For the military, is designed to operate in an unstructured environment. Things are broken down. Natural disaster, anything that you need.
Like the taxman, them is natural disaster.
Well, you can say that.
You know me, I say it. I'm just saying it. What you mean? You don't say it. Taxman, them is natural disaster. I tell you, them need some soldier out there for them.
No, but you see, it's different roles. You know.
Yeah, I understand.
Both of them are important. Both of them are important.
I understand what I say.
Yes.
All right. The Prime Minister, the other day, he make a talk and he say, successive governments have always, well, not always, but have been using illegal methods to solve crimes. You didn't hear him say that?
I didn't hear him say that.
We can play it. All right. I can say, him say, the unlawful methods have been used by successful government to solve crimes. You never hear him say that?
No, I didn't hear him say that.
He must talk in front of some Christian.
Okay, no, I didn't hear him say that.
He did it on the
So you know what? Probably.
No, all right. Trust me, in the side. She can't back me up for that. You never hear it neither. Man, don't make it sound like a lie. Me and tell upon the
what is the context? I don't know what.
He was talking to. No, he's trying to apologize for the things that the police force have done, like extrajudicial killings, right? Okay. And he's saying that successive governments, and we have the thing about success. Well, Prime Minister we played last week. You want to play it for the ambassador, so I can go and tell him what the right. You know, let me say ambassador. Sorry. Yeah. I can tell you what him say. Him say successive governments to solve crimes, they have been using illegal methods, like, and he mentioned the extra killings where the police him say him now, it's like him say, well, him now going to tolerate that for happen again.
Okay. So
he was talking in front of some Christians.
So I didn't hear it, so I don't really want
to. Yeah, you don't want to say.
What I can say.
I'm going to make them find
No, but what I say. So the context, I don't know about that. What I do know is that last year we probably had the lowest number of police fatal shootings for the past. I looked all the way back to 1982, and it was lower than that.
Yeah.
So certainly you clearly see demonstrated police who will shoot if necessary, because we still have them, and which is fine.
And vigilant the police go.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, what them catch, remember, say them have a trial with 5 of them out of Clarendon.
Yeah, that trial, yeah.
So, some of them gone to prison.
Some of them are still in custody.
All right. So you wouldn't agree with the prime? Oh, you say never hear it.
No.
You say never hear it.
So what I'm saying is, so we have Jamaica has a long past of all sorts of things. What I do know is that for the last 15 years, there's no year in which we have dropped below 1,000 murders.
That is good. That is very good.
No year that the entire country behind this issue.
So you don't. All right. I want you to play the tape. Play the tape with the Prime Minister attack. You believe that there were extrajudicial killings by the police? You believe that?
You mean at any time?
At any time.
There's enough evidence to suggest that has happened at some point.
Because I don't remember if I think it's 2 commissioner down. The doctor, this lady I know who me attack, you know.
Dr. Williams?
Yeah, we say
Carl Williams.
They come out and attack about the corruption in the police force. As a matter of fact, I think it's that make him resign too. He must get belly ache or heart ache. I can't believe that they are going.
Well,
you don't remember?
Well, what I'm saying, no, listen, this is not the whole thing around corruption is not a new thing. It's not a new thing that has come up today or yesterday. We are at the moment building out our capacity to deal with it. We lost that capacity and we're building it out significantly. But there's a number of sides to that issue.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, why you tell me the side, and then we hear the Prime Minister.
We can
hear the Prime Minister.
We have been fighting crime using the other methods, extrajudicial and illegal, for many years, and here we are still today. So let us use the law. If it means we have to strengthen the law, if it means we have to bring in more technology, and it definitely means that we have to bring in the public, into the crime fighting solution. So we...
Right.
All right. Assure positive so that is the Prime Minister.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
All right.
Right.
So, it means apologizing. It means saying, boy, this thing will go on for years. Now we reach a stage now where we have to stop that. We have to let that go happen again. All right.
Right.
So, my question is that if this thing was going on and successive governments know that this thing will happen, how come you never hear nobody get? I mean, apart from the man them don't, so we just say them do.
Well, I think the cases are still going on.
Yes, all right, so apart from them, which you say...
No, other people have been charged.
They might get to
other people have been charged.
Like who?
Yeah, a lot of people have been charged for murder.
No, not about... You mean like to kill him wife and him something?
No.
Like what?
On cases.
Police?
Yeah.
All right.
Over time.
And you think, say... The police force now, according to the previous commissioner, will say the police force is full of corrupt police. As you know, you come here at this moment in time now. I would like to know, and maybe the public would like to know, what is your projection in relationship to making sure that me can sit down here and play the Prime Minister tape again?
All right, so from the first point, the point of which we take people into the organization, they had the vetting process and polygraph. The polygraph every person.
Every man who join the police force.
Police force now is polygraphed before they join.
Yeah.
So at least we know what we're getting at the beginning.
Yeah.
So we know that. Then persons who are going through the process for promotion, they go through that vetting process also and are polygraphed. So we're going at two stages. At first, you do the people, you make sure everything coming in is at that point they're okay. And then you go through for those people as you're promoting people, appointing people to sensitive areas, there's a full vetting process. So that way you start to separate
the wolf from the wolf. I mean,
the wolf from the sheep.
All right. I know it's that, but all right. You think that vetting is enough to secure the police force to be a really responsible force? I'm sure I stop calling it force too, but responsible organization that the people, when I even say, tell what you know, and people is very skeptical to do that because we did grow up to say, for ear, see I'm blind, here and deaf, It's not people who say, informer for dead, bring up that, It's my parents and that say, why? See I'm blind here and deaf. Now we are here say, anything you hear must stop.
Right.
All right. But the people there's something innately in the people them and say, them afraid to go tell the police.
Right.
Because the police go to work with the criminal.
So this is an area we have to address, work on as a force, because there is that being said everywhere.
Yeah.
And I don't doubt it is being said for a reason. People have their own personal experience. Sometimes the experience is all 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But them still revive that
like
experience.
A man when he come from Canada that day, 10 years ago he do something and as him preach on them kill him. So man have them things in them heart.
So sometimes people's an incident happens and it is long ago, but it is
still boiling up in you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't doubt that it may happen. So somebody might listen to me and say, "But it happened to me yesterday." Yeah, that's
so you
true.
think so you can? What you think you can do scientifically? What you think?
No. Well, there are a lot of people do that for a couple of reasons. People get corrupt for a few reasons. One, they have a high probability of getting away with it.
Yes.
So you have to put in measures to reduce that probability.
Yeah.
Then the consequence
like what? Like measure? Like what kind of measures?
So one is how we conduct surveillance to know when it is happening.
Yes, like the camera thing.
there's camera, there is intelligence,
there's
informers, everything. In other words, you have to police yourself in the same way you police everybody else. You have to have a competent group of persons that that look at your own operations.
So that is your job? That is your job?
Yeah, that's my job. That's my job too. Mocha does some of it, but we work together. So my my iProbe, which used to be IOC, does that work. We're building back up our own anti-corruption capability, but we work hand in glove with Mocha on these issues. So that process, that was one of the restructurings I had to do to build up that process. So it takes a little while. We're working on it.
But what more I find out, I hear what you say, but specifically, like where you're doing, when I talk about now, we know what to do. We know say this is happening and this is happening now, but specifically what the commissioner of police is doing specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are
like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, yeah. But the problem is, so there are tactics, techniques, and procedures that we use in anti-corruption that I really don't want to just say here, right? Yeah. But so let me no, but it's a fact. I mean, it don't make sense. Most techniques.
I see it on TV.
Yeah, but you don't know which one of them we're using. You see, what if them on TV, right?
No.
But and CSI, right? So it really is not. It's the similar type of investigative techniques, but also administratively, people are coming up having done things that seem to be corrupt. There are administrative processes that we can apply to remove them from the force.
You feel say salary is part of the reason for corruption? When I say salary, I mean the low salary where you're the police.
Well,
you think that
so remember, the way it works is there is a minimum standard of salary or a sort of a minimum standard that if you go below it, then you're increasing your risk of more officers getting into corruption.
Like household helpers. The lower the crime, the more them teeth out the things out of your fridge.
No, but that's a fact. There's a corruption. So there is like a threshold.
Yes.
Then that is what they call a living wage.
You don't go below that.
A living wage, right. So once you're above that, because remember, you can't outpay corruption. A man can give you your year's pay in a day to do something. So you're not going to defeat that by paying. You defeat that by the man making a calculation.
Okay.
One is, will I get caught? 2 is, if I get caught, what are the consequences? 3 is, how do I feel about my organization and my own person as myself and my reputation? Those are the things that you fight corruption with.
So which one of them you feel you should start with? Or if you have started?
No, we're doing all of them.
You're doing all of them?
All of them.
Okay.
Remember, a lot has to do with getting into people's heads as well.
Yes.
But I tell you what has happened to the force over time. Because of lack of investment for the longest time, over time. What has happened is a police officer, if he has pride, he wants his station look good.
Yes.
Right? So since he can't get anything out of the system, find a man who can do that.
Yes.
Yeah, so the person is a businessman.
Okay.
And wants to help. No, some are very well meaning and they just want to want. Other people want something for what they're investing. It's an investment. Right. So the station is painted and the person is applauded for his initiative. That's initiative now. Yeah. And so he gets more and more initiative. So everything, he needs to patrol. He knows he needs to do it. He don't have no tires.
Yeah.
So I don't even have to ask somebody offer, and just take it and put on some tires on the vehicle.
Yeah.
So the man say, who give you the tires, say, but I not see you pass my place. So right away you become a private police force. Because you have to pass his place because he put tires on your vehicle. Right. So later on, so you now have been part of the process of funding the JCF. So you as the officer in charge of the station now fund the JCF. So a little later on, you build your house in the little paint.
All right, you see.
So don't.
I'm supposed to say what you are saying.
Okay.
I'm supposed to say what you are saying because me will find out what sorry.
No matter.
And the deputy DPP me like was saying about sorry. I know that mean Mr. Anderson. Yes, Mr. Anderson, it's easier. All right, let me say something to you. You see the people them out there, them distrust the police. And you know that too.
Right.
You don't know that.
No, it's all.
Yeah. Them not only distrust the police, them afraid of the police.
Right.
So there must be something that you can tell me that the people them can hear.
Right, three things. Because they're right away.
Yes.
So so everything that we're doing in the force is grounded on three things. Three things only. So we don't need a whole heap of complexity and all that things. There are three things that we have to inculcate in every single thing we do. One, that we are a force for good. If you have a chance when nobody's looking and you can help, you help. You help people. That is what you do. That's why you're there. You're here. Apart from crime, it's not about crime, it's about keeping people safe.
Yeah.
Right? And making people secure and helping them. So that is the first one, force for good. Everything
and you do that.
So in a number of ways. Remember, once the philosophy, once you understand that that is what you do and the officers understand that, and you see the change, then they're not going to pass a person in need. And not just because it might not be anything to do with crime, but they are the police, they're peace officers. It's not just law enforcement, but it's peace officers. So they're not going to pass anybody who need assistance of any sort and not render it. I mean, one of the things is that people don't really appreciate that, and I have to take it back to the murder thing. When you have 1,300 murders in a year, it's only the police go to every scene. Nobody else sees those scenes, only the police. Remember we had one lady in the scene of the crime. It's 450 scenes of murder she's been at. So you start to think about it. We as a force have about 11,000 plus. Year on year, we see 1,000 more of our people killed. We are the only ones. So every position.
How much police you recruit per year? How much?
Well, we've been recruiting about 700-800
per year.
But we're going to ramp that up this year to about 1,500 because we don't have enough police officers.
Of course.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So we have to. We lose about 500 a year. So we're going to make sure that we have at least 1,000 on top of what we have. Right. So that's how we're recruiting. Yeah. So.
And how much police in this force now?
That's it, just under 12,000.
Just 12,000?
Yeah.
All right.
No, but let me just say, remember say there are three things. All right, so force for good is one. The second one is respect for all. Right? If we're not showing the person, if we can't respect the least, we're not going to go anywhere. Yeah. If we're going to build trust, we have to show respect. If we go station, if we stop people, whatever we're doing, we have to have a measure of respect for our people. But it's an internal thing too, you know.
Yeah.
We have to make sure the respect run down from the top.
Okay.
And respect the people who
what you call it,
are working for us.
From where?
From me.
Oh, but you get out to the Prime Minister.
Well, but I can account for myself. I can't really account for those above me. Account for myself now. Right. So but you have to. If you don't have that layer of respect, and we get the complaints. Boy, my officer never respect me. My sub officer never respect me. DC said constable respect me, and that is.
You have like.
We're pushing it out in all.
Where you bring out the force together and talk to
different groups. It's hard to bring us all together.
But I mean,
and we're rolling out different platforms through CCU, all different sorts of ways. But so that is it. I said force for good, respect for all. Third one is rule of law.
Yes.
That whatever we do, we can't be breaking the law to say that we're enforcing the law.
May I tell you, my brethren, may I tell you this now? This is the last one that we mentioned. Very difficult.
What is? Yeah.
For police broke the law. Like when you drive on the road and a policeman stop you. And they must say, well, you want to say, it's like 80 kilometers zone, this, you know, you got 100. And then I call you one side and I say, sometimes you can't do for me. I guess so, you mean, you can't do. Because me tell my wife, I'm not getting a policeman none on the road. You know?
Right.
Yeah. And then I go call you one side and true, she's soft-hearted now. She go drop something, give them now. And when you move off, you hear them a war, a quarrel amongst them one another.
So what's interesting is about a week ago, 2 weeks ago? About 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They stopped a man. And he said he'll give them what is on him.
Yeah.
And then he'll give them another 70,000.
Charge him for
man, lock him up.
Charge him. All right.
And take what they got.
It might sound strange, considering so much police are up there, so I know something not going to lock me up still, but you know. There's more of them policemen that are on the road than when they're on the road. We are collect money from drive-by.
Right, so...
There's more of them. That's why I did afraid for you when you come on the highway.
I heard you.
Yeah. I tell what them.
I know that, yes. So,
you know,
so
there's more police who will take a money from you and let you off. Trust me.
So, remember, you know, so the part of the anti-corruption process is that we also put cars on the road for people who are, you know, we have undercover people, we have anti-corruption
people.
Oh, yes.
And so much money I get to it, trust me.
No, but hold on. All right, so hold on.
Go on to the dog them, by the way.
Which dog them?
The canine dog them is supposed to smell gun and bullet and all them something there. You see, you know that you don't have enough boots on the ground. But you see the dog them is very efficient, you know. I see them operate, and I tell you, you don't need more dogs on the road. I mean, I even going out.
No, we have dogs. We use dogs and we use them in operations.
Sniffer dogs. And them
no, man.
I'll say serious dogs.
Yeah, man.
Where we go in a flank and Clarendon and just smell out gun.
Yeah, but if you think, you know, when you go into these places, the dog has a limited timeline on which it can work.
Like, tell me, explain to me.
No, so in other words, a sniffer dog, after a certain amount of time, you
can't sniff again.
You have to give him a break.
Well, you don't give him a break?
No, proper break.
You mean total break?
For a while.
Yeah. Anyway, excuse me.
Right.
I'm going to go to some business here, so listen up, top draw dollars, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, cash pot, drive time draws. Up next, we're going to go forward to the commissioner. I was telling the commissioner that I have met some wonderful police on the road. I don't meet them nowhere else still. And I'm trying to figure out if it's true. Like everybody say, Mutabaruka, you know. But I had an experience with one yesterday, and it was quite polite. I'm finding, really and truly, I find that the politeness is becoming a chain reaction, you know. Cause I see them stop other people too, and them stop my wife too, and you understand? So I don't have everything bad to say.
Yeah, I'm getting more and more reports like that, you know. I get a lot of reports, letters of commendation, all sorts of things. Yeah. But we don't really hype up those things, only hype up the bad. So, you know, perhaps not you, you know.
No,
I'm just saying generally.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because me not say no, me too. Me hype up the bad because me want the bad get fixed.
And we're doing that.
Yeah, you need to get it need to get fixed, and as a citizen of the country, I mean say these things just happen.
Absolutely.
So. Me need to highlight it, and me have the microphone in front of me, and me talk about it regular, because
as you should.
If you not talk,
you
get
it doesn't get happened.
Yeah. All right. We want to talk about something where interests people.
Yes.
On a low level. The taxi them.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, me think say more could be done to alleviate the unruliness of these taximen on the road. Is there a plan that you have to really stop these whole heap of craziness? Is there a plan?
So remember, you know, so it is not. So it's not It's not so much a plan for taximen. It's a plan for public on the road.
Right,
No. So no, there's a point to it.
Yeah.
Because what we find is that in most places, the majority of people obey the law, especially when it comes to road traffic act.
Yes, yeah.
And then a few you need to do law enforcement who break the rules. It's not really like that here, because normal average citizen will come to a traffic light and look around, they'll see police, and then just kind of roll through the traffic light and go.
Yeah, especially 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock at night.
Exactly. Or they're speeding beyond the speed limit constantly.
Yeah.
So when you start to talk about chaos on the roads, you have to ask yourself, 1, have you ever received a ticket? 2, have you ever done anything that you should have received a ticket, but you never, you get to it. And you have to start reflecting on that. Are you part of that chaos? Now you have some taximen do some really extreme things, and we know that. And so we have, in terms of arresting, finding people with warrants and all that, these guys with a lot of outstanding tickets. We went up 300% last year. There's a lot of them we picked up and carried before the courts.
But may I ask you a question?
And we're talking about people with 1,000 plus tickets.
As that me just have a mention. Our man cannot drive and have 1,000 tickets.
Well,
our man cannot drive and have that. I mean, a passenger.
Because remember, so from a policing perspective, there are 2 things we can do. We ticket or we give a summons, depending on what the offense is.
Is it computerized?
So aspects of it are.
All right.
And it's just some work has been done recently to streamline that system, because there were challenges with the system. And so, there were people who paid the ticket and then they came up with a warrant and stuff, things like that. But the majority of them, especially the people with a high number of tickets, them just up and down doing what they feel like.
Well, that is the problem now, because I see the Prime Minister introduce paperless. Him get everybody a computer in the house. So obviously, the computer system is something that can alleviate this, that you put a man in there, and as him have a ticket, you put it in there. And him name supposed to come up, if him pass a certain amount, he's supposed to press that. Just like when you go through the airport. Them take your picture every minute, and him goes to boom, and if the fingerprint don't match the picture where they must sit on the thing, them carry going out the room.
Right. So
how is it that a man can have 1,000 tickets?
Right.
Something wrong with the system.
Well, remember, if you have 1,000 tickets, the way the law treats it, the 1,000th ticket is just a ticket in of itself. It doesn't have anything to do with the other 999. So you're really talking about a number of counts. In other words, there's no threshold that if you cross it, something else happens.
But there's no record of 5 tickets, 6 tickets,
no, absolutely,
7 tickets.
absolutely.
Well,
so that's why but you see, unless the warrant is automatically generated, then you have to go to the court and get a warrant.
Explain to me. If a police stop you on the road and give you a ticket for speeding, it don't go into a database that say
yes, it does.
All right, and then if him do it again, go in a database.
Tax office, yeah,
and if him broke the stoplight, it go in a database. And if him cuss bad road on the road in a taxi, it go in a database.
Well,
him use the taxi and cuss bad road like when him do with the policeman.
Well, that's a different.
Yeah, but when I say
right.
All right, when I say if a man have 1,000 tickets, all that seems say is the breakdown of the system that allow this man to have 1,000.
But you have to understand. So when we stop somebody, we can check to see if there are outstanding warrants, tickets. We can check the vehicle electronically to see if the vehicle is registered, the fitness is there, the insurance is up. We can check that. Right. So if there are no warrants and we see high numbers of tickets, we can take somebody to the court and get a warrant. But what I'm saying is there's no automaticity to it.
Yeah, but watch out. Let me tell you something, man.
This is what we changed. So let me tell you what we're doing. So rather than that, so we just put in a number of systems to allow for that. But the key is...
Allow for what?
To allow for it to be more automatic. So it comes as soon as you do that, you see it appear over here. And so that is the thing. Now, the next step for that is that the police officer will actually enter the ticket details electronically rather than a book that him write up in. So once they press send and print your receipt, it's at the tax office.
Automatic over there.
Right. And the time starts to click.
Yes.
When it hits a certain point.
So that was before, that is now after the man gets the town ticket.
No, this is a ticket one. This is what I'm saying is no. We're talking about putting in a system.
Okay, so now it is it's active now.
Parts of it is not
but at
fully.
the time when we are talking about it's never active.
No, because when there's handwritten tickets, but there's still a lot of outstanding. What we've been doing is getting the warrants and going for them, picking them up, carrying them, putting them before the courts, and we've had a fair amount of success with that. Or the public has been very good with assisting us with images of things, videos of things, and we pursue those and carry out and prosecute these people. Yeah, so, you know.
You know, say, I come up on the taxi man, you know. Because right now, I'm afraid of taxi man more than a gunman, believe you me. Anytime you see a taxi man come, I just move over. Because apart from me love my life, me love my car too. That's why I don't want to box my car, because I can't pay feet. Alright, what may I say? If how much people know all last year?
So okay, so let me put it this way. So tickets, let's look at ticketing. So we ticketed over 500,000. We wrote over 500,000 tickets last year. We wrote twice the number of tickets as the highest place in the United States. We doubled the highest place in the United States per capita for tickets in Jamaica.
That means that you have some dangerous driver in Jamaica.
It means that, but you would look around and think that based on the number of infractions, remember what I said?
Yeah.
Everybody seems to be breaking the rules. So the key is the consequences. The consequences don't match
that means
the thing.
You don't have something where say you have to pay the consequence for the broken the law. You need the consequence I talk about, you know.
Yeah.
That means something is wrong if a man have 1,000 ticket and him just dead with it, so, and we are talking about consequence. What is the consequence of a man having 1,000 ticket? $25,000 or something like that, you know. I mean, really.
But this is the point. So if the consequences don't match the thing, if you have a problem with this, and then it's a slap on the wrist, then why change? You make a calculation. What's the chance of being caught? And if you're caught, what are the consequences? Then you do what you're doing.
Most of them don't get caught.
Well, as I say, we write up, spend the time, the law enforcement time to write up over 500,000 a year. If you think about...
And how much of those go to the courts and get prosecuted?
Well, most of them pay at the tax office.
Okay.
Most.
Okay.
But if you think of...
Like how much so? Like how much?
80%.
80% pay the tax office. Okay.
So what I'm saying, but
20%.
But 20% of...
That are 200,000.
That are 100,000.
200,000 people. 20%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are looking at this time for find out if it's the answer no.
Yes, sir. No, but 20% 100,000, right?
Yeah. So you have 200,000 people.
100,000.
It's a 20%.
Of 500,000.
Which 500,000? I think it's $1 million.
500,000.
Oh, $500,000.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
sorry. All right. So you say now, that amount of people dip on the road without any consequence.
Well, you pick, as I say, you pick them up. Some of them may only have one in them, or two. But you see what you don't like reflect. Me. But you see what happens is, the key is when you go to the tax office to do any other business, you shouldn't be able to do that business till the ticket pay.
Come up.
No, that's what should happen.
And it don't happen.
No, it doesn't happen.
So
no.
Make it happen.
So just changes to legislation. Absolutely.
Yeah. So you have to go to Parliament to change that.
Well, we have to go talk to. What I'm saying is, we have to distinguish between what the police's responsibility is to rule of law.
Yes.
Rule of law. So our job, we write the ticket, and the law enforcement effort is in writing the ticket or arresting if it's an arrestable offense, seizing if it's a seizable offense. So we take away about 8,000 cars a year. That's what we see. 8,000 cars. Yeah.
Which part you put them?
Well, we put them and release them, and you remember you can't hold them indefinitely. Yeah, about 8,000.
And you're supposed to get 100 more cars from the brother and can't get it to that 2 years.
No, we're getting other cars.
All of that. How that go, by the way? How that go?
Which one?
The car them were supposed to get all long run, can't get them.
They've been trickling in.
2 years. Only get half 100. One to the other 100. 2 years? I them not pay for.
No, I think they're all paid for. I think
pay for everything.
Yeah, remember all of this is.
So what is all
of this is going through a process. You know, once it becomes it's a legal matter, they're going through a process. So
2 years is a process.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, the police them want car.
No, but we're getting cars separate from that.
Separate from the 100.
Oh yeah. Of course.
What? When I go full up the place of car, the wide road, Mr. Always make no car hole, no?
No. But you need the mobility, you know that.
We don't know that.
We need the mobility.
All right. So, all right. The Prime Minister gone beyond now SOE means say now, even though them still have it, him now declaring a crime plan. I don't know if you hear that.
No, it's not that. So we obviously everything we do has to be according to a plan. Yeah? You can't even to get the budget that you want, you have to submit a plan for the organization, plan for what you're doing. Otherwise, you're not going to get the funding. So
you have the plan already?
Yeah, of course, he had plan Secure Jamaica.
No,
because remember, he has to keep. We have to keep adjusting as we do things, and and as they start to work, we do more of this. Start on new things. So, for instance, what we're doing. So, if we look at what we do, falls under 3 basic things. One is our law enforcement and law enforcement initiatives. The second one is the force development and force growth initiatives, development issues. And the third one is our engagement with the public, with partners, stakeholders abroad, stakeholders in Jamaica. So 3 distinct lines which all support each other. So that is how we structure. Now on the law enforcement side, at the top end, we have things like a state of emergency, right? Then that is really a violence control measure to stop murder and shooting. That's what it does.
At the point.
Yeah, shut it down. At the point where it is.
So you was up the view like the Minister of Security that until the crime go down to 800, the SOE have to stay?
No, what I'm saying, so the SOE has to be, my thing is you need to hit 500. The average.
No, I know, but
average.
All right, you say 500, but the Minister of National Security say him not going to move it until the crime go down to 800.
Well, the murder.
The murder,
right.
the murder.
So here's the point. If you are 2, 3, 4 times, if you're in the top of the world for this, you're in a crisis. Even if you don't know it, you're in a crisis. You have a problem. And if you have been there so long, 15 years unbroken, then you've been in the hot water so long you don't even realize you're in hot water. So we have to, we as the police are the ones who see the hot water as it happens, where it happens. So it doesn't mean the same thing to us. So it's not a number, and it's not something you're reading about in the newspaper. It's something we see. It's our reality. So when we go to a community, when the man is dead on the ground and the family is bawling, it's a police officer they're hanging off. Yeah, it's a police officer there who's trying to console them. So we have this loss of life of our citizens is real.
Yeah,
to
man,
us.
Yeah. It's to everybody. I mean,
no, but what I'm saying is some people are more distanced from it than others.
Right now in Jamaica, everybody is on tiptoes because of the murder.
Because they hear about it. What I'm saying is we're there, right? Yeah. So, and I agree. So everybody is aware of it, and I'm not diminishing in any way. Everybody's concerned about this issue. But what I'm saying is, if you have something that repeatedly reduces that almost immediately, why would you stop?
Because there is alternatives to it.
No, there isn't. So why?
There's no alternative.
No, what I'm saying is, that's at the levels of violence that we have.
There's no
capacity,
alternative.
And hold on, and the capacity of the forces that exist. If you don't do it, we have, remember, 15 years ready to the thing.
All right, explain to me, why is it that the crime, the murder rate increased this year? Not this year, last year, and not when the thing, when it did just start, the crime rate gone way down.
No, so hold on. Okay, let us just start the thing as it is.
Yes.
We have. Yes. Let's look 3 years back. 2017, 18, 19. Because that's the last 3 years before 2020 just started. In 2017, we had 1,640 murders.
Yeah.
By 2018, we dropped it 22% in 1 year. 70% drop in St. James.
Because
SOE and other measures. SOE never works alone either. There's no law enforcement thing that we do that we stop doing when we do our SOE. We do all of that and an SOE. That is what creates the stress in us.
So the SOE is part of the stopping it though?
Significant part.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So the 2018, it went down 22% to 1,287.
Mm-hmm.
This year,
last year,
2019, we lost 3%. It went up to 1,300.
Well, they're not easy.
No, So what I'm saying is, what we do know for a fact is that everywhere there's an SOE, it dropped dramatically.
So let me ask you. Why do people them not feel say the 3% is big, is a difference from how them feel? Why is it that the people them in the area them, a lot of the people them in the area them where them say like one woman lose 3 picnic in a 3 week, right?
Mm-hmm. Where is that?
Are we when I go ask now, are we now therefore saying that we should make the whole island a police state?
No, we're not saying that. And the SOE is
because it work. SOE work.
Yeah, but it works for what it works for.
Yes.
It works for high violence.
Yes.
It works for high murders and shootings.
Yes.
When gangs are operating almost with impunity, it works then.
All right, then nearly 50 murders are going already. Most of it is not in the where the SOE is.
Let me tell you how that works. So remember, a SOE does not shut the thing down to zero.
No, I know that.
Good. What I'm saying is, in the beginning of the year, you had say 5 murders in Clarendon.
You have a SOE over there, so?
Yeah, in Clarendon.
Which is less than last year. That's what you say.
No. Let's just look at
that.
Well, since the SOE was instituted in Clarendon, murder went down by 70% and shooting by 60-odd%.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Now, this year, you had a spike. You had 5, 3 around one incident, 3 around large.
And then still have the SOE there?
Still have the SOE. Okay. What you normally have when you have that, you see it start to spin out. You see after that reprisal coming for that and the thing shoot. After we had 5 like within the first few days. In the
SOE era.
SOE era, right? For the next, up until this day, you've had 1 over the next 2 weeks. Shut it down to 1. So if you think about it, what it gives us ability when the gangs start to kick off, you can cauterize it immediately. This is what it does for you. It stops. It does not eliminate every gangster.
No, we're not expecting to eliminate it.
So what I'm saying is, if you're still getting, yes, you still have killings, and yes, you're still gonna have them because they're gonna do it long time, and they intend to do it. But if you can reduce it by 50% in an era, by 40%, even 25%, you know how many lives that is?
Yeah, but it's spike in the first part of the year in a place where the SOE there.
Yeah, that is spike, but we shut it down. What I'm saying is...
Oh, you shut it down?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, shut down.
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
Give me your phone number.
But that's not the only... Yeah, but that's not the... So we do that. We also have to remember, there's a big hype around that. But that's not the SOEs. There's a lot of talk around it and a lot of things. But it's like
what is the hype around it?
No, what I'm saying is it has become almost a divisive thing. You have those pro-SOE, those anti-SOE and all that. But the simple...
Anything where we work, I am up to it.
Right.
What may I say is that the SOE to me come like, yes, you have percentage, this one percentage.
No, but no percentage of people life, you know. And a percentage of people life.
What percentage you talk about?
I have to talk about it in those terms.
You say 10 dead, this one 5. You say the percentage, this one
reduction. May I say, if you are running at a particular rate, 1 per day, people being killed, and you go down to 1 per week.
But this is not 1 per day. This is not 1 per day. This is what you thought was not 1 per
No, but
day.
that's what I'm saying. Look at St. James. Without the SOE, right?
Yeah.
It was 1 per day, almost. 330 odd for the year.
How much it is now?
It dropped to last year was 150 for the year, down from 335.
The year before?
The year before was, so 3 years, let me go 3 years, was 102.
Yes.
We had the we have that St. James is the best case. We have 3 years. We have 1 year when there was no SOE. We had 335 murders there.
Yes.
The next year we had a SOE for the whole year. We had 102.
Yeah.
The last year we had it for 10 months of the year. We had 150. There is. I mean, I forget
what that mean?
Well, you know, see, reason that you.
No, I mean, I see
right.
That's
okay.
Them here.
What I'm saying is that we see a distinct difference.
Yes.
When it is in place and when it is not.
All right. Here are the people that I look at it. The people that I look at it say, last year there was less murders.
Year before, yeah.
When the
2018
started, it was less murder. And this year them see the murder rate gone up.
This year when? You mean like 2020?
Yeah. No, not 2020.
2019.
Last year them see the murder rate gone up. The people them, it don't scare the people them because the percentage and all that and the percentage, it scare the people them because when them look every time 5 dead, 3 dead, just like that. And it's not as the worst, you know, because I remember in a when they did have a PGA parties, when they did have PGA parties in a power, you did have like it gone at 1,500. And even though them chill the Prime Minister, it is still there 1,500. So it's not the worst the crime rate ever be in a Jamaica. The worst was the 1,500. Now it's less than 1,500.
1680, 16, high 16.
Yeah, but now it's less than 1,500.
Much less.
But there's some, I don't know, a psychological thing that grip the people then. There's somehow, it come more intense.
So let me share something. So because I don't want to just make it seem as though SOEs are all what we're doing. So let me explain some more. I think it's important for listeners to know what their police are doing. So that is just one thing, and it deals specifically with high murders and shootings. The next thing we have, of course, are the zones. This year we'll probably roll out some more zones of special operations, which really creates the conditions to put some more investment and development into our community. All right. The next layer is our gang investigations. Now we have been bringing before the courts entire gangs or large portions of gangs. So we had the Ushens Wilson gang that we're waiting in March. We should get the verdict from the Chief Justice, and then we'll proceed from there. We just had Tesha Miller convicted. We have 50 members of Clans gang in custody. We have 12 gangs lined up to go to court. This has never been the case. So, but if you don't focus on those people who are producing the violence, it not only with the measure that suppresses what they do, but also to put them before the court. You have to make the cases. And what you have seen from the DPP is that the cases are some of the best cases she has seen in her career. She said so. And she's saying that the work with the police is getting better and better.
All right, Steppin. We have to go back to the minister again, the Minister of National Security.
Yes.
The Minister of National... Don't ask me for the tape.
No.
Just take my word.
Yes, I take your word.
Yes. The Minister of National Security say that 200 guns is coming into the island every month. You never hear that. Nobody. I know you never hear.
No.
I know you never hear. May I tell you same say?
Yes.
200 guns coming at the island every month. And out of that, them get how much the thing they go? 40 of them? 40 guns out of the 200. Where will that check? Where will that talk about it? So anyway, less than 50% of the guns them get caught. Right. That means it's 40%. That means you have 160 guns out there where don't get, still out there.
Right.
The concern is you hold the man them and you not find the gun them.
So it's interesting that a lot of the gun recovery we do is from the public assisting us.
Yeah.
So that is because people.
So want intelligence.
No, but that's remember.
Dog them.
No, but hold on. Remember, intelligence is that.
They want the dog them.
And the dogs are there, but another you say.
Man, you disrespect the dog them. You know what you deal with.
No, you look at it. Well, you've been in some of these areas. You know that the dog will run away, run up and down the mountain.
I know well-trained dog that.
Yeah, man, good dog.
No, man, and them run up and down.
No, I'm saying that with the dogs, you have to take them to a spot. When you're doing, usually they work in conjunction with the operations. Right.
Not wrong with that.
Intelligence is the key, but let's.
I never said intelligence is not the key, you know.
No, you said intelligence. I'm agreeing with
the dog, them is very intelligent. The dog, them is very intelligent. May I tell you, you're right. I go to the airport one day and I see a dog follow a man come right up to the gate and the police them call him and when them look.
Yeah.
Him have a bag of money in like more than $10,000.
Right.
It's intelligent that. So may I say the canine, the dog them is a vital part of the process.
Use dogs.
They only not get no more gun than that.
No, but remember, but remember, they use the dogs in conjunction with the operation. The question is, what we need to do is seal the thing against the guns coming in.
Well, that is what Pompeo come here for now. Him come here for say him going to try help, you know. You can't say that, you know. Me I say it.
You
can't say it. Apparently, him obviously I say, you know, meanwhile him a leak China around it, so he might say, well, watch out. We are going to see security.
No, but remember, you know, there's been an investment in security.
Of course.
In recent times that really is kind of unprecedented in terms
like how much money, so?
No, man, what the money, man? Billions.
Like how much
billions.
Money, so? $50? Like 50 million?
Like
million. $1 billion US?
20 billion last this financial
20 billion
21.
US.
No,
20 billion.
Jamaican.
I did not read that.
Right. So this is like what we normally get over 10 years.
Yeah.
So what that has allowed is a greater capacity to do everything from see what is in our territorial waters.
Yes.
So
block up the 80 part of the whole thing.
So last night, they interrupted one of those movements with 1,900 or so pounds of ganja. Now when that go to Haiti, you know, it's coming back. It
transfer to gun. Yeah.
Yesterday, 4,000
ganja.
Yeah. The other day, 1,200 keys of cocaine. Okay. So what I said, so these are the currency, you know. The guns now, most time then dump it is at bottom of the sea. You can't get it.
When you but me not make up with there. The man said, the minister said, 200 guns are coming at the island every month.
So we have to choke that, you know, because we don't make gun.
Yeah, then that may I say, if we don't get 40 of that, 40% of that, it's 100 odd gun out there.
Right. So we have, so remember, you know, everything is a work in progress. Eh? We have to get.
So it's still a trial and error thing?
No.
After
no matter
50 odd years of independence?
Yeah, but not trial and error. Remember, you know, we have a challenge that is beyond other people's, you know. We're in the top 5 in the world, you know. Running a number 3 for things like homicides and all of these things, you know. We are way up there.
When you say top 5, what you mean?
In other words,
we have the most homicides in the top 5. We're still there. That's what I think we're going at 3.
We're going about 3, 4. I say in the top 5, you know.
Yeah.
It shift depending on what other people do.
Yeah.
But when you're up there, You can't ask a man when you have no homicide what you're doing. We know what to do, right? But sometimes, even when you get the resources, you get resources today, you don't get the capability today. You know?
So is the top part of the thing that create a problem then? The top above you.
That's what creating what problem?
That you don't have enough resources.
No, but what I'm saying is when the resources come, and the resources have been coming, I cannot say they haven't been. That's not true.
Yeah.
But there is a lag because you take the resources, you have to go through a procurement process, you have to buy things, you have to develop capabilities, and there is a lag on it. So the success you're getting at sea now on the informal ports in Jamaica.
Yeah.
That investment started 3 years ago.
Yes.
So now we're getting the returns.
So we are talking about now, we could wait the next 3 years.
No, wait. But we are doing it as we go along. And it's not like a shutdown.
If you tell Jamaicans, they have to wait again.
They have to wait.
Jamaica go empty, you know.
Yeah, but...
Because you could all want to leave too.
No, we're not going anywhere. We're committed.
Yes.
I'm not going anywhere.
The other man, the same committed.
Which other man?
The doctor.
Me can't talk to anybody.
Me not tell you say, no, me not say to talk to you. I tell you what say.
Okay.
Him committed, you know. And him realize, boy, I know this thing I give me the ball lake and made a ball and all them stuff. Him realize nothing with
That's why
No, a different thing why you red ball, man. A different thing why you red ball, I tell you. Anyway, I'm sorry to say you come late still, because we still have things to cover, but...
I have a lot of things
I don't know,
but...
Come on, we talk about your private life yet.
I didn't know we were going to talk about that.
No, we're not talking about it. That's why we don't talk about it yet. No, we're not talking about it. We have to leave now. We have to do this program now. Right. We give thanks, you know. We give thanks for you to come and share where you share with us. We still I say the police can be more best served if the people them at the top would have really get them finger upon the thing and find out exactly what is it to do instead of carry youth them in arms way. Because enough youth sit on the road. Like me could have been them grandfather. I'm sorry for them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the youth them. I mean I say, you know, I mean, all them youth are up on the road. So and them do have no respect, but you have to show them respect. And when me see them, every policeman me call sir, you know. Some more time you have to call me sir, man. I say, yes sir. I know that, sir, but, you know, I mean, talk on the radio anytime. You say all of you tell me, anytime a police stop you, sir. Okay. Yeah, you have to say it.
No, but that's what our officers should be saying too.
Yeah, but me I tell you, say, me I try instill a certain respect.
Yeah, but remember, you know, as you had just said, our officers, we're seeing more and more where they understand the value of that relationship. And
that lady over there, man, me I tell you, I can't forget her. Even though I say her already, I'm saying her on TV, you know. Now my wife sit down and me I watch her, you know. My wife I go so. I mean say that me nah go like me nah look. So we give thanks to the moment, give thanks to the time. This has been something to really reflect on. Because we're going to come back to you again, you know. Yeah, we're going to come back and say, you remember, they said this.
Yeah, play the tape.
January.
Play the tape.
You see it? Play the tape. And I know, so you know, says it's the Prime Minister voice that. You can't say, I know the Prime Minister voice.
I know my voice, so.
Oh, gosh, man. You know your voice no more than Prime Minister voice. So give thanks for the security that you bring. Give thanks to my brethren over there, so. I think we could have win the 15,000 a while ago. If we have fun, if I call somebody, you know.
No, well, thank you. Thank you for hosting me and also for your listeners. You know, it's that's why I came down here and I didn't want to talk to you on the phone. I want to sit down.
But I never want to talk to you on the phone, you know. Exactly. You know, the phone, the face-to-face thing more secure for me. Yeah, because I'm going to talk to you on the phone and you may talk to.
Yeah. So when you play the tape, it's not me.
When you play the tape, you can't go there and say, me? No, sir, I was at a meeting with the Prime Minister. You know, them kind of way there. We give thanks, thanks. This is the Steppin razor, the art of war.